Have Kalenjin leaders completely failed their own people? One angry Kenyan from the Rift Valley, now living in Dallas, Texas, thinks they have not just failed, they have betrayed them. In a brutally honest online rant, he tears into Kipchumba Murkomen, Oscar Sudi and Jackson Mandago among others, calling them political tourists who go to America just to snap photos and see development, only to fly back home and behave like they have never seen a tarmac past Eldoret. And he doesn't stop there. He labels Linet Toto as a good-for-nothing leader who, in his words, sexualizes everything instead of legislating anything.
Na wacha niwaambie watu wa Nakuru, hakuna mwanaume aende round mbili. Kila mwanaume lazima aende round.
His verdict? North Rift is the richest region in Kenya on paper. But thanks to leaders whose weekend rallies sound more like insult competitions than policy forums, the area remains stuck in reverse gear. Their biggest contribution? Weekly rehearsals of insults for Gachagua. Not roads, not schools, not even a borehole. Buckle up. This isn't your usual political commentary. It's a full throttle reckoning. Let's listen in.
There is an observation that I've just seen about Kalenjin leaders, especially reaction towards Rigathi Gachagua, the impeached deputy president, mwenye ako America saizi. Na nimekuwa nikifollow to their comments and really it is really shocking. And I want to say something that I may be controversial, but I hope I'm right. Unajua what is very interesting The Kalenjin leaders have let the Kalenjin community down. And I want to say it very interestingly. Mimi sijui kwa nini nyinyi mumeamua kukashirikia Rigathi Gachagua mwenye ako private trip, at least kujirelieve after all whatever it is. And I'm not saying this in any way or in any case I'm supporting Rigathi Gachagua. I'm just explaining kwamba nyinyi Kalenjin leaders are very ungenuine and untruthful sometimes. And let me explain. Kalenjin leaders wamekuwa kuja America for the last 20 years consistently for the last 20 years. In fact, the current president mwenyewe has been hosted here in North Carolina in a city called Mebane, okay? Kwa an organization yenye ina inviting the Kalenjin community inaitwa Kotapka. It has been happening almost 20 years, okay? Hakuna mwaka leaders wa Kalenjin community wamekosa. In fact, they come to the Kalenjin community event every year to come and listen, to come and learn, to come and see, to come and visit places so that they go home and implement these things, okay? Lakini wakifikanga nyumbani, everything is completely forgotten. In fact, the Kotapka 2025 imeisha tu just literally less than a month ago. Now, what has been happening, the Kalenjin leaders wanakuja, they learn some of these things and when they get home, they forget completely. So nikiona jana, watu wanatuzi na kukashirikia Rigathi Gachagua, mwenye amekuja kuwakuta wakikuyu wake, the Kalenjin leaders have been doing the same thing for the last 20 years. There is no difference. In fact, if there are counties, specifically it is supposed to be ahead of every part of this country, it is the Kalenjin counties. Lakini wapi? I mean, Mandago and Kana Isaac Ruto, don't you remember we took you to the city of Irving, Texas? Stuliwapeleka kwa hiyo cancer center ya Houston. Have we not taken you to the dairies in Ohio? To the dairies in Wisconsin to transform dairies in Rift Valley? Listen, nyinyi mulienda San Antonio River Walk. Amukuangalia vile walitumia artificial river to attract almost 1 million people to the city. Every year, the Kalenjin leaders come here and learn. Every year, they are shown the best of the best practices of leadership and some of the things that they are supposed to take home to use to transform the Kalenjin community. The biggest difference between the Kalenjin community and the Kikuyu community. Look at the Irungu Kangata. Amekuja hapa, anaendanga Washington, na anaenda Dallas. He has implemented some of those things yenye amepeleka kutoka hapa. He is doing things that has never been seen. Okay? In fact, hakuna member of parliament, including even Sudi himself, amekuja hapa. You know? They have seen all these things. They have seen. Ukienda saizi 10, for example, you know, imenyesha saa mwezi wa 8. The streets, the inner streets, ni kama penye ng'ombe inakaa. Yet the governors wamekuja hapa kuangalia. You have come all the way, Governor Tolkos, wakati ile. Sumo umekuja mpaka UNC, one of the best hospitals here in North Carolina. Sumo umekuja mpaka Duke University. instantly do we feel so bad about somebody amekuja tu na bibi yake, okay, kukuja tu kutembea private trip na kuangalia community yake na kuongea na community yake. After all, by the way, after all, the Kikuyu community runs so many businesses huko Washington. The Kalenjin community, the leaders, they come here, they entertain themselves, they go home, and they are empty completely. Ni kama hata wachatoka Eldoret. Because why would we not have the best dairies in Eldoret? Kwa nini wao watu wanatuprocessia maziwa? I don't know really what will even help the community learn some of these things. Because whatever they are talking about, I saw them even discussing about tunataka tujenge industrial parks, sijui nini. Na ile tulionyesha nyinyi kwa Ohio, na ile tulionyesha nyinyi kwa Wisconsin, na ile walionyesha nyinyi kwa California. The Kalenjin leaders, no rep. What has been implemented? Nothing. Completely nothing. Zero. Nyinyi hamuja implement anything. All you have to do is to perfect your abuses on weekends and doing nothing for the Kalenjin community. You know? Oh, so you mara nini mulima. Yet these people are way ahead. They come and learn here. They go and implement what they see. What have you not seen? Food processing in California. The Kalenjin community wamesaidia these leaders kwenda kuangalia. What have you not seen? Iowa, maize processing, ile mashamba yote, ile functions yenye keynote speaker was my senator then. What did you pick out of it? What did you learn out of it? Amujawahi kaa chini kudiscuss. This is what we need to implement in North Rift County. We are actually the richest counties in the country. But there is zero ideas. Weekend sasa nyinyi ni matusi tu. I see some of the women reps sexualizing some of these events. Instead of helping girls wapate scholarships after scholarship after scholarship, weekends you are muko mnaongea juu ya marounds. Sijui marounds za nini. Kalenjin leaders, you are led down to the community. And this is a perfect opportunity for you guys to have transformed, that you needed to transform the community. But you are wasting your time discussing a community that it is so way ahead and distracting what you should be doing to make North Rift the best of the best places to live. In fact, Governor Irungu Kang'ata is working on how to attract medical tourists wakuja Murang'a. Nyinyi muko na referral hospital, the only and the second referral hospital in the country. There is nothing happening in the city. There is no cleanliness. There is no proper street lights. There is no organized city. Trash is all over the place. Sewage is disorganized. Maji hakuna, inakuanga na ratio mpaka inakuanga na uchafu. What did you learn in Irving, Texas? Sugiyo. What did the Kalenjin leaders learn in Irving, Texas? What did you learn in Nebraska? What did you learn in Kansas? Nothing. And then all over every weekend, you guys are just blaming others. Let these Kukuyus be, bwana. They are way ahead of us in terms of so many things. Yet we are so rich, but we have nothing to show.
What do you think? Have Kalenjin leaders completely failed their own people? Share your comments. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.